Hello and Guru Scott. On this video we're going to be installing some fairing lowers on my 2016 Harley-Davidson Road King, and these are a genuine Harley-Davidson product. I'll give you the part number in the description, and they came in this giant box. We'll open it up and see what's inside. Okay, I've opened up the box, and inside are the actual main fairing lowers, but also the glove boxes and some other different things that have to be assembled into the lowers. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that from the instructions, and then I'll get one done and I'll come back and describe how it was done. So in the instructions it says to install this vent door, the pivot, and the lever. So it shows the lever is pointing towards the outside, which it turns out is correct. And you have to feed this lever through because it's keyed. And then when you put it in, I think the door ends up being like that or like that, I can't remember. Anyway, you kind of just press fit it together there, and then now you'll be able to open and close that. So now we're going to move to the next step. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is take one of these clamps and you're going to push it in from the back here, and it just pushes in. And then we're going to install this glove box by connecting it here and putting in the screws that hold it in place. So I'll get that done and then I'm going to come right back. Okay, to install the glove box, you're going to use 3 of these screws and a T25 Torx drivers like this Vija. And you're going to have somebody help hold it and mold it in as you tighten it up because the fitment is a little dubious at best. So that's done. I'm going to move on to the next step. At this point, we're going to install this piece here with, it goes right here and kind of sticks in and then goes over these brass pin nuts or inserts. And you're going to use this type of screw right here. It's already got Loctite on it, and you're going to use a T27 driver to put these in. So you can go ahead and just screw them in by hand, and then you just want to snug them up. They don't need to be torqued on very tight. Maybe 8 Newton meters or so would be the most I would do. Maybe even less because they do have Loctite on them. So I'm going to get that done, and then we're going to come back and start putting these onto the motorcycle. Okay, I'm ready to install the first one of these. It's going to go over here, something like this. So what I'm going to want to do is protect the chrome from the bracket that goes here. So I'm going to put this in place and mark it with a marker, and then I'm going to put some special tape around it that'll keep it from getting damaged. And then I'm going to install this piece and the bracket that goes on the bottom, and we'll come back and talk about that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put the bolt through this plastic cover on the inside with a washer back in it. It's going to look like this. This bolt, flat washer, goes through, and then there's a rubber spacer that goes here, and you're going to tighten this up around the bar here, and then you're going to fit it in till it fits just right. And I've snugged these up, and I'm going to snug these up. And you're going to use a T40 Torx for the backing, and then tighten this up, and then we'll be done with that part. All right, at this point I have finished actually the left side, and I'm over here on the right side. So I wanted to point out a few things. Like I said earlier in the video, I put some protective tape around here so that this won't eat into the chrome and damage it. So if I ever want to take these off, it won't be a problem. Also, I use some medium strength Loctite on these nuts. Now these are deformed nuts, but even though they're deformed, they went on pretty easy and they could possibly vibrate off. So I put some medium strength Loctite on. Tighten these up. Check the distance between the left and right side, between here and the center of the frame. Same thing on the bottom. I check the distance between the bottom and where the engine protection bar starts or bolts on down there. So now I actually have these tightened up and the bottom tightened up, and I'm ready to install this cover here. So you're going to put the special clip bolt in. I'm not sure what you call this piece exactly. And it's going to basically fit over like this. Goes through a hole here, and on the other side you're going to put a washer with a nut. Now my kit did not come with a washer, so I had to go find some washers. No problem, I found some, and I'm going to put some medium strength Loctite on this particular bolt right here. And so I'm just going to barely snug it up. It doesn't give a torque setting, so I'm just going to snug it up real good, and then I'll get that done and I'm going to come back. Last thing you got to do is just put this cover in. It just snaps into place, just like that. So that's pretty much complete. I'm going to wipe this down. We're going to come back and I'm going to show you a couple of the features. Okay, so a couple of the features of these are, well, besides keeping little yappy dogs from biting your feet, it kind of provides a shield. It actually has a glove box in each one of these. It opens up like that. And you can actually get a speaker kit to put in here if you want. But I'd just prefer the glove box. Put all my guns in here and stuff. My Uzi maybe might fit. And so you have one on each side. And then also here's a lever for the vent. So you can open and close that vent down there. So if it's really cold in the wintertime, you can close that or open it up in the warmer weather, and it may actually help channel some air to your engine. So that's all there is to this video, and I wanted to thank Newcastle Harley-Davidson because this kit actually came missing a couple of parts, and I told them about it and they got me the new parts within a week, and I so much appreciate that great customer service. So that's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.